Hey everyone, my name is Marissa and I want to thank you for tuning in to my third episode of One Heavenly Kitchen. If you were able to watch last week, you remember that we made a 2 tomato sauce over penne pasta, and this week I'd like to use the leftovers of that pasta with the red sauce still on it to make a pasta frittata. It's a little bit of a change up for dinner. It saves me from having to eat the same thing over and over again. And it lets me use the basil that I've been growing in my arrow garden, which I'm really excited about. And everything else I had already in my refrigerator: eggs, some 3 different types of cheeses, Parmesan, mozzarella, my favorite, an herbed goat cheese, and some wax peppers, banana peppers, and some cherry tomatoes. So we're gonna make this really quick because I'm hungry, and I'll show you how to make a pasta frittata, so tune in. So it's a school night for my brother, who is also my cameraman, so excuse the odd shots. We're going to just very loosely run a knife through our wax peppers and put those in a bowl and make a huge mess while I'm doing it, which is totally how I cook. And also some of our little cherry tomatoes. What I'm going to do is just cut those in half. Some of you may remember my shaky knife shot from last week. Being very careful to go slow and make precise cuts so that my fingers are not in danger. So thanks to the miracle of technology, we had a camera mishap where all of the recording of me putting our ingredients into my favorite orange bowl here cut my head off. So to do a little recap, I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. I have a non-stick skillet that is oven safe with some olive oil in it that's just starting to warm up. I whisked 7 eggs in my bowl here and added all the additional ingredients that I showed you earlier. My 1/4 cup of basil, our sliced cherry tomatoes, the herbed goat cheese, the grated Parmesan, some cubed mozzarella, our wax peppers, and also about a cup, depending on how hearty you want your frittata to be, with the leftover pasta with the red sauce still on it. So I'm going to put this in the pan and let the edges of the egg start to firm up before we put it in the oven. So hopefully you can see that our frittata has started to firm up on the outsides. You can take your spatula and sort of pull the edges away to let some of the egg run to the outside, just so that the cooking makes sure that everything is cooked all the way through when we put it in the oven. Okay, so our frittata has been baking in the oven for about 10 minutes, and the top has just started to brown up. And as a little tip here, since I did burn myself one time before, I have my oven mitt, which I'm just going to slip over the handle here to prevent me from having any sort of accident. It needs to cool for about 5 minutes before we cut it and have dinner. Okay, so our frittata has been cooling for about 5 minutes. I've got my silicone spatula. We can just lightly run it around the outside to loosen everything up. Going to slice it, sort of like a pie, serve myself a wedge, have dinner, and I hope you're able to make this recipe as quickly and easily as I have, and that you enjoy it as much as I'm going to right now. See you next time.